Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So it's down to business here. Juan. Lobotka. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Juan. And Juan. And it's Lobotka to Juan. Di Lorenzo. Politano. And it's Anguissa. Di Lorenzo. Now De Bruyne. Anguissa. Now it's Politano, and it's De Bruyne. Di Lorenzo. It's Lobotka. And here's Anguissa, out to the right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's McTominay. Anguissa. And it's Lobotka. Opts for safety. Juan. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. Tries the cut back. That's a decent clearance. McTominay. Anguissa. Now McTominay. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Juan. De Bruyne. Knocks it into space. And he's whipped it across. Turns and goes back. Tries to get it clear. And it's Juan. Drives it in. And that has been cleared. Plays the ball back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Oh, super ball. Played out to the left flank. Juan receives it in a good position here. Politano. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Gets good distance on it. And it's Lobotka. Still goalless at the moment. De Bruyne! Trincao.
Sporting really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
That has been slung wide. Di Lorenzo. That's headed upfield. Now it's Politano. He was under real pressure there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Trincao. Out to the left it goes. Nicely spread. Gets into some space. He's got away. Now the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. There's the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Anguissa. And Di Lorenzo. Politano. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Politano. Anguissa. McTominay receives it in a wide position. He's looking wide.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now, can they get him away? Politano picks it up out wide. This looks promising. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Politano. Chance to deliver. Terrific header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Trincao. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's De Bruyne. Lobotka. And it's Anguissa. Played out towards the right wing. Played back into the centre. De Bruyne. Oh, good spread. McTominay. De Bruyne. That's a good ball out wide. Back towards the middle. Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Trincao clears it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Anguissa. And it's Lobotka. Politano. Di Lorenzo. And here's Politano. It's Lobotka. Juan. Now it's McTominay. He shifted it to the flank. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it's Lobotka. Anguissa. And the pass is intercepted. Gives it back. And it's Juan. Now McTominay. De Bruyne. And it's Lobotka. Anguissa. Over to the left. Could try cutting inside here. And this is De Bruyne. It's Lobotka. Tries to pass it through. Now it's McTominay. Oh, nice touch. Chooses to go back. He's in a great position here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Di Lorenzo. It's a promising position. Di Lorenzo. Lobotka. And it's Lobotka. And Juan. And it's Anguissa. It's Lobotka. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's McTominay. Ah, such a clever touch. So much time and space here. Delivers the ball. Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nice physical challenge. Trincao, and he's forced to go back. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Lobotka. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And it's McTominay. And it's Lobotka. And Onguisa. Now it's Politano. Juan. And it's Lobotka. He's played it back. Lobotka. For De Bruyne. And it's Lobotka. Juan. Spread it left. McTominay is onto this. No way through, so back it comes. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
De Bruyne clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Numero 99 viene sostituito con il numero 7.
So we've reached the hour mark. McTominay! Politano! That is decidedly lacking.
Politano really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. And it's made its way to him. David Neres. And he's picked it up out wide. De Bruyne. He's in a good position here. It's a really well-measured ball. Juan. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's Lobotka. And it's McTominay. Now it's Trincao. And that's been won straight back. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! He scores! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And here's Neres. Great vision. De Bruyne gets into a good position. Backward it goes. And it's McTominay. Threads one in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's tried one! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Pinches it off him. McTominay. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. De Bruyne. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Trincao. He's in space and looking for options.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Suarez. And that's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's De Bruyne. Played out to the left flank. Can he get onto this? Elmas. Lobotka. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Politano. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found the way through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Sporting making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. David Neres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That pass has been well intercepted. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. De Bruyne. Now Elmas. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That has been cut short. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And here's Neres. Very nicely done.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's picked his way through. Oh, it's played into the area. Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof.
Gol! Numero 7.
couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That's that, the end. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Politano taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling nail-biter.